guys, it's Carter, and today we lost money, $102 lost. Now, in hindsight, not that big of a deal, but in today's video, we're going to look at what went right, what went wrong, and how can we learn from this $100 mistake that we made. Because anytime you lose money when navigating trading in the market, you did something wrong. So we need to do a dive and see what went wrong with this trade. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you do, smash that like button and subscribe. And if you guys want to learn more about trading, check out our school. It's fantastic. Code LEARN for 20% off. We teach you how to build strategies, how to find stocks, everything you guys need. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And let's have a word from our sponsor, which is Moomoo, the broker I use, and I absolutely love them. So here they are. I know a lot of you are just getting started with investing, and one app that I've been using is called Moomoo. It's super beginner friendly, but still gives you pro level tools like live market data, easy to read charts, and news all in one place. And the best part, new users can get up to 60 free stocks when you open up an account with qualifying deposit. And honestly, that's actually why I tried it. And I've been using it ever since. Check out the link down below if you guys are curious. So honestly, if you guys want to take trading to the next level, I highly recommend them. All right, let's jump into this here. So the trade. The trade was on the one and only Tesla here. Let's go ahead and get out our handy dandy trading journal here. So this is kind of where we're at right now for the week, right? We're up pretty well. You know, we're up about $2,284.50. We've taken 3 Tesla trades this past week here. So our trade performance is relatively decent here, right? We won 2, lost 1, but more importantly here is going to be performance by strategy. So right now, obviously the breakout strategy is kind of my bread and butter. For those of you that follow the channel, it's something that I've practiced for 7 years, and it's how, I trade. It's one of my best strategies. We took a huge sell-off approach where, Tesla got crushed on a hard resistance, and then today, small loss. So you can see, even though a loss looks bad, right? In hindsight, since we have really good risk management, a loss is going to happen. But we have to look at what went wrong, right? So guys, don't forget too, if you guys want to get this trading journal, I'll put it down below. It's like $20. It's super, super cheap. And it's pretty much lifetime access here. So let's break down the trade. So the first thing I did is I went to the 5-minute time frame. Now, the reason I go to the 5-minute time frame for day trading is because often you'll be able to find hard support here. So the thought process I had was very simple. We can see the heavy trend on this trend line, right? It hits it, buying pressure once, twice, 3 times. So my thought process behind this trade was this. We enter on the trend, keep our stops relatively tight for a possible push up to highs, right? That gives a risk and reward of about 3.6, meaning you risk $1, right, to make about $3.64 or 61 cents. So, if we do our handy dandy trading or trade return calculator, we're going to go ahead and imagine we start out with that, just say $500. We find a stock like this, once a week, risking 2% with a 3.61 risk and reward. Our win-loss percentage can be like 40%, not 10, about 40%. And guess what? At the end of the year, we've doubled our account. So I know we're in the right zone, okay? But now we got to execute on this trade. So we went ahead and I removed this, and I went ahead and got these moving average lines back up. So I thought, okay, what we have a tendency of seeing is heavy support on these moving average lines. And since there's a bunch here, also it's at a 36 on the RSI. And this was one of the big things that I noticed as I'm kind of doing this little trade recap, is there was no previous 36 on the day. Looking back at the last time there was, we did see a move going higher, but I didn't even pay attention to the day. Normally, I want to make sure that the RSI for that day has seen buying pressure. which could be another reason why we got a little bit of some sell off here. Also, as we look at the MACD indicator, normally we look for those crossovers, right? Where we had that dip down, which would have been a short opportunity, and then a breakout up, which never happened. Another indication of sell off here. So now that I'm looking back at this, I definitely see more of what went wrong. But for me, I go, okay, we have this doji star, which is a tendency of a trend reversal candle. So we went to the 1 minute time frame and we drew out those same supports, right? You can see on the minute time frame, it's actually on the 200-day moving average line. So, hits it, we have sell off, hits it here. So now what I did is I honestly just kind of entered on the 200-day moving average line. Looking back, I definitely see the mistake I made was not waiting for some sort of little breakout or anything like that, because you can see kind of like that little trend that we have right here, a little bit in here. If we can get this drew out, it still would have been a lost trade if we would have got in on the breakout here. But I think what's important is figuring out like the entry point for this stock, because if I would have entered on, most of the time I'll enter on the breakout or I'll enter on the first candle to close or to form at a higher than the previous candle, which never happened here. You can see it just stair stepped its way down. So I think that could have really helped as well. And honestly, the best entry point would have probably been down here. And it most likely would have been a break even trade, because there's resistance here. So looking back, I definitely see what went wrong and why I normally will do the candle to form. You see how this candle pushed higher than the previous candle and formed higher. That's what normally we would want to pay attention to. Since this was our entry point candle, never happened. So, that's what went wrong with that trade. And obviously, like looking back, we can see why, cutting your losses is so important here. So, lesson learned, but guys, trades and losses are going to happen. It's going to be how you recover, the lessons you learned. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it, but more importantly, I hope you guys learned something and learned from my mistakes. So, I hope you guys enjoy it. Smash that like button, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.